Opening my tea party just for you. Who is that? It's Ririna, the so-called anime enthusiast fox. It's time to check out my next Punishing Grey Raven adventure. Yay! Now that my kid's just what's in store for today. Well, today we're going to be finishing chapter 12, I hope. I mean, we're at 50%, so I think we should be able to do it. And then we're going to, I think, complete another interlude. I think it was called Plume. Let me, double check really quickly. And yes, it's Plume Treasure that we'll be completing interlude-wise for today. So I guess we'll get started. Lamia's poison.
Finally, I'm in position.
In position as in near the light wall. Luna did not spell it out loud, but the three Ascendants are fully aware that certain results are expected in this operation. As the war rages on in Kowloong, the balance slowly shifts. The Ascendants have occupied quite a few outer areas and turned them into domains of the virus. You've been infected, huh? On the orders of Lady Chu, I will grant you a quick death. Lamia compresses the virus and discharges it wherever she goes. Just like what Roland said, the Fecta, without infer devices to protect them, are easy hosts for the virus. They quickly join the corrupted ranks. Damn it. As the viral density in the area rises, Kowloong's arrogance gives way to angst. They begin to lock down streets to minimize the damage. Captain, there's a female corrupted at the defense line. From the way she moves, she's an Ascendant. All units, destroy her! At the Fecta leader's command, all Fectas snap into action and fire away at Lamia. But instead of hitting the target, the bullets phase right through her. Is that only a projected image? She must be near. Smoke her out!
No, not a projection, but an illusion. It's bye-bye when you see it.
Before the Kowloong guards can scatter, Lamia descends upon them. With the point of her finger, bulges appear in their bodies and quickly spread over like rashes. Okay, that is disgusting. I mean, okay, the way that they worded it, it's kind of like, when you get a burn and then you have like that bubble on the skin that you can pop. I mean, you shouldn't pop it technically, that's bad, but if you know what I mean, then that's kind of what I'm like imagining as they're saying that, and then like having that like spread over really quickly over their body. Anyways. Lamia's specialty, using the punishing virus to paralyze a frame's control systems. The virus spreads amid anguished cries, but Lamia does not seem the least bothered by the screams. Instead, a stricken expression overtakes her.
This is exhausting. Those explosions too. It must have been Gabriel. Looks like he can handle that light wall himself. And Roland. Oh, no response? Maybe I can just go home first? Nah, that won't do. They'll be mad. Someone's coming this way along the train tracks. Must be that Actolek they mentioned earlier. How did Babylonia manage to bring all these people together? As Lamia ruminates on her growing troubles, her expression darkens. Eventually, she lets out a resigned sigh. Fine. I'll go somewhere populated in the city and start putting on a show. That should please Miss Luna. Sounds like a plan.
I feel for her. On another level. Rows upon rows of screens of assorted sizes broadcast the battle as it rages on in every part of Kowloong. The warring sides, driven by their own agendas, have turned Kowloong into a maelstrom that threatens to devour everything. Pathetic. Despicable. Deplorable. Outrageous! The bulk of the city, built up with sweat and blood, has been destroyed along with the majority of the affected constructs. Chu closes her eyes and recalls what Kowloong was like before all this. Unlike the Forsaken and other ragtag associations, Kowloong is more than just some faction established through circumstance. Kowloong is a community of people who have foreseen the fate of Earth and who are now united by the shared commitment to making Tabula Akasha a reality. Everyone gave their all to leave legacy behind. That was the founding mission of Kowloong.
Some enemies are already headed here.
That's to be expected. Doesn't take a genius to figure out I hid you here. The Observatory, the tallest building of Kowloong Corp, serves as Chu's abode as well as Kowloong's command center. Chu has never left the tower ever since it was built. What? Wait, okay, so let me get this straight. I don't remember the exact many years that, Kowloong has been there, but assuming that it's the start of the punishing virus spreading. Wow, that's a long time. I don't know about you guys, but I would be going nuts if I was staying there for that long. All this time, she lived in peaceful seclusion, with her only company being flowers and plants. This is her utopia. It is a utopia because Chu is convinced that Earth will never return to what it once was.
Huashu, will Kowloong win?
The probability of defeat is approximately... I don't need the number.
Understood.
Kowloong must win. Defeat is not an option. Then I suggest send prime units to battle. Though no more resistant to the punishing virus than Fecta, it can cause greater damage to the corrupted before it falls. Burning the leaves but not the root. It cannot be helped. Our constructs are built on primitive technology, dating back to before Babylonia rose to the sky. But that primitive technology, precisely, allowed us to mass-produce the prime and Fecta constructs to contain our people. Are you telling me that it wasn't enough? Babylonia is marching forward, improving their construct tech, and even invented their so-called inver devices, while we have been living in stagnation. Is that what you're trying to say? I mean... yes? Looks like it's time to do something about it then. Spread the word. Activate all prime units and have the Fectas pull back the defense line. Abandon the entire outer Kowloong. Well, she does not respond in words, merely beeping to signal that Chu's command has been accepted. Chu trudges toward the edge of the tower to see what has become of Kowloong. My hubris, that is my fall, is it? Punishing virus. I guess so. I mean, there's not much you could do about it, I guess. We'll go with 16. Overflowing in this section of the city are corrupted Fectas, their bodies wrecked, their weapons broken. Don't go soft, destroy them! Some guards yet to be corrupted are still holding their ground. They line up to form the city's last line of defense, gating the light wall to fend off the invaders.
Why don't you just run? Dumb Vita-S dum-dums?
The Kowloong Corp never backs down. You shall not pass, Ascendant!
Then I'll have to pump more of the virus in you. Sorry.
Sorry. The heedless words leave her mouth all while she scans for more corrupted to modify into viral explosives.
Okay then.
Stop right there, Ascendant! A giant hunk of metal plunges from the sky. Too big, too heavy to be called a sword. Following and landing after the slab of metal is its owner, Kamui. Yeah!
Uh-huh? Hold on, what's going on? How are you still standing?
Because I have a helping hand. Though Lamia is only blathering to herself, Kamui quickly catches on to a reason of puzzlement. Every molecule around Lamia is teeming with the punishing virus. Her mere presence alone would cause any approaching construct to collapse within seconds. I guess it means that Kamui is like literally their secret weapon now. But not this one in front of her. With a boisterous smirk that irritates Lamia to the core, he retrieves the sword from out of the ground as if the virus is nothing to him.
You must be Kamui, the guy Roland mentioned.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me of that stinky Roland. Well then, guess I don't have to introduce myself. Time to meet your maker, Ascendant.
Protect me!
Realizing that she is ineffective against Kamui, Lamia changes tack. She immediately steps back and fills the space between her and Kamui with a horde of corrupted. Capped! Good. Taking aim and firing! Chrome's bullet hits Lamia in her arm.
My arm! I spent so long finding a good one.
Be good and stay still for the next few shots.
I'm not going to just sit here and take it.
Didn't expect you to, anyway. Chrome's diversion has kept Lamia busy, creating an opening for a melee attack. With unthinkable speed, Kami leaps over the corrupt and dashes right before Lamia. Air whistles as Kami swings its great sword up and across. Mid-swing, he shifts and adjusts, readying to lurch for a monumental follow-up to cleave her in two. The sword halts midair. I can't read. Today is not the day.
What's the matter?
A barely conscious construct, somehow not fully infected, is now between Kami's greatsword and Lamia.
You have no qualms about killing your infected comrades, but what about those that can still be saved? He's kinda like you, isn't he, Kamui?
What have you done? Release them!
I tweaked the dosage of the virus, kind of like how Miss Luna does it. It's kind of a me-only thing.
Careful with this, Ascendant Kamui. Comrades' lives come first. Understood. Wow, Lamia, I didn't think you were gonna be like that. Okay. That's kind of surprising. Kamui, we have to save them. I know.
I won't stop you from helping them.
I cannot hit. There we go. I cannot dodge. There we go. And then move forward. Help the soldiers who are being corrupted. Why is there... Ah, they're over there too.
How nice, Babylonian camaraderie. Camaraderie.
I did not say that right until the second time. Damn you. Kamui, wait.
Catch me.
I can walk by myself. You should go after your teammates. Okay, over there. I won't let you run away.
Here, a freshly infected Prime model, all for you.
Is that a guard of Kowloong? Yikes! Oh wait, I missed. What a missed opportunity! You're the only one left, Ascendant!
Not quite. Your little friends are still with me.
What?
I have quite the party of Babylonia constructs here. Whether they live or die will depend on you.
Don't worry about us, keep attacking! No way!
What nice people you are. Turning yourselves over then, and they get to live. Don't worry, I keep my promises. After all, even Roland is giving you special attention.
Dang! Okay, next is 1219. Let's do this.
Number 21, functional output lowering. Work till you actually freeze. You know how much of a hole your maintenance cost is putting in our budget?
Aw, Vera, you put in work yourself, girl? No time to be worrying for that marshmallow blob.
Shut up, Mr. Low Power Mode.
Damn you, Asimov! He's having a grudge. Roland is using his troops to keep Noctis and number 21 at bay. Vera can only reach them through their team channel. Her expression turns impatient. Look at you, fighting amongst yourselves. I have to admit, I've never seen a team quite like yours. You say it like you've met a lot of them, but I know you've only been frolicking with those Grey Ravens. Don't you dare group me with those amateurs. Well, well. As Roland speaks, a series of loud explosions suddenly send nigh invisible golden particles dancing in the air. That's... Hey Vera, we're catching some weird dust here.
Golden vortex related.
HQ prepared these behind our backs, huh? The explosions came from somewhere near Miss Luna and Alpha. I doubt these particles will affect them, but... Roland brushes aside the gold dust in front of him. He jumps off the platform and brandishes his chain blade and gun. This reminds me of an unpleasant past. Finally out of your shell, Roland? I've got somewhere to be now, so let's quickly get this over with. Don't tell me I have to... Oh, thank God, I thought I had to attack him again.
Wow. Did we make it through?
By the time you reach the light wall as instructed by the president, Gabriel is nowhere to be seen. Only a strange rift is torn in the wall. Liv first suggested saving the comrades lying around first, but that was when the light wall begins to regenerate. Reaching agreement, everyone decides to enter and go after Gabriel.
Glad everyone's okay, though the buildings look exactly the same as they do from outside the walls.
These buildings aren't important. It's the
tower, huh? Something important must be hiding in there.
Like Chu, like Huashu. Normally I'd consider this tower too conspicuous of a hiding place, but given how egomaniacal that Chu was earlier, I say there's a pretty good chance Huashu is up there too. Lee at his insults. Okay then, since we have no idea where Gabriel ran off to, we might as well check out that tower first. Let's go meet Chu or Huashu first. We'll think about the next step after.
Would she ever listen to us? I mean, I don't know about Huashu, but Chu has been hostile to us.
Doubt she would listen, but we're stuck here anyways. Lee glances at the restored light wall. From the havoc outside, it goes without saying that the only way to open the wall is through a high energy collision.
I agree. That's what Lucia would have done too.
Alright, let's do this. We'll gift Lucia with the news of our victory. Great idea, Commandant.
How nice. I wish I had teammates like Grey Raven too. Huh?
After deciding what to do, Ayla readies her scythe and I can't read today for some reason. Fixes her gaze on the road ahead. Sounds of machinery fill the space, followed by the entry of a construct built like a Dharmapala. He holds a weapon in one hand and a mangled corrupted in the other. More constructs of the same design follow after him. Together, they march to fewer than 10 meters away from you. The leading construct then discards the corrupted remains in his hand as a display of strength. We are primes, the pinnacle of constructs guarding Kowloong. We come on ladies, choose orders to eliminate invaders. Wonderful. Well, she's just wasting her battle resources.
The Babylonia members and the Descendants have both arrived near the observatory, dispatching guards now. Send guards to clean out the corrupted before they damage the relics. That course of action will lower our chances of victory. Those relics are a precious part of Kowloong. Go and give the orders, Huashu. Understood. If they want to climb up here to the observatory, let them. In this very yard, I will destroy them all.
This leads up to the observatory. After a long trek, Gabriel finally arrives at the base of the observatory. Here inside the light wall, free of the flames of war, Gabriel is almost like a theater actor waiting for the audience. The corrupted I brought should create enough of a diversion. This tower should hold what I seek. The Gestalt... I looked up how to pronounce it. I think it was Gestalt. So I'll just be pronouncing it like that. The Gestalt-like creation must be inside, but the tower will certainly be littered with traps. Direct confrontation does not concern Gabriel, But unforeseen circumstances, the prospect of disappointing Luna does. And so he hides.
Commandant, we're not far from the tower's base now. No guards. Are they welcoming us in?
More like a display of arrogance. Stop right there, invaders!
Still tailing us, huh? Commandant, if we go in like this, we'll get sandwiched.
Defeat the enemies first. Gotta get into the tower now.
Can't afford to get stalled. I think I just caught a glimpse of Gabriel. Okay, I'll be the decoy. Lee and Liv can get rid of them.
What is this place?
How gorgeous and well kept. Looks like we come to a dead end. Shall we turn back?
No. You face not a dead end. Lucia? Yasi, why are you here?
No, I am not Yasi. What do you mean? Who are you then?
Going back will take your precious time. So if you are after the Ascendants, answer my questions and you may pass. Of course, you are also welcome to break through with force. So she's controlling the passage here. All right.
Are you ready? Let's begin. The first question is: wind flows through the void, traveling to and fro in the courtyard.
Wind through the void. Okay.
But anchored is your answer. Untouched it is by ebbs and flows. Should you desire the truth, locate the chamber of wind rest.
Said wind rest.
Aha! I got it! The wind must stop somewhere. Commandant, we just have to find a place without wind.
No wind, huh? I was wrong. I thought that's where the wind stops, but I guess not.
My. Are you uncultured or purely daft?
I'm daft. I'm sorry. Such is my life. And it's okay. I prefer attacking. Okay, so if it's not that... Oh, then it's gotta be the beginning then. Maybe. Oh, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it's this because there is literally no wind being blown. No, it's still moving. Okay, in that case, yeah, let's go for this one.
I can't put it into words, but I have a feeling that this is the place. Looking up close, the wind, see the painting is barely moving.
Did you get to read it all? Very well. Would you like a compliment? Oh, no, it's gay.
Defeat the answer to complete my challenge.
Die!
Here comes the second question. Light and shadow are one and the same.
Where the light flourishes, the shadow also prospers.
In the courtyard, there is an abundance of light.
In the shadows, the answer hides. Show me the lightless veranda, should you seek the truth.
That is all, to take your time. What does lightless mean? It's so bright everywhere. No, there is one place without light.
Commandant, please make your decision. Oh, over there. It's gotta be here. Okay, I guess not. I am an uncultured, daft person. I'm not good at these. But that's fine. Ah, dodge! Okay, my daft self. Which one? What's the freaking difference between these two? Okay, that one. And, oh. Maybe, let me try this one. I feel like it's this one, but I don't know. I'm an uncultured, daft person, apparently, according to... Oh, there we go.
Compared with the other verandas, this one isn't any different.
Not quite, just look up.
Oh, I see. This is what differs this veranda from the others. I see the light isn't on. Is that what lightless meant?
Apparently so, and I'm just too daft to say it.
Very well, not many can spot the difference. Next, you only need to defeat the answer.
Die.
Last one. And the third question is... Causes crisscrosses with effect. That which touches this land not, therein your answer lies. You will find your answer in the pavilion of difference. That which exists here shall not shall lead you to
Hey, what the heck is this? That which exists here not shall lead you to the pavilion.
Did she mention difference? There are 3 shades of different machines. Looks like we need to find the correct answer from them.
One of them is different from the others. Comment on. It's very obvious, don't you think? No, don't say that. It's never obvious to me. Okay, so that's the circle one. I can't really see what the far away one is. Okay, so that's that one. So it's gotta be that one. Let me be right.
A pity you did not understand my message.
Are you kidding me? Why do I always get it wrong? I guess I just suck at puzzles. You gotta be kidding me. Then it's gotta be the big one. Thought it meant like, you know, ball, mechanical, whatever. We got it wrong this time. So it was the tininess? I don't even know anymore. Okay then.
It's a shame, though your determination does pique my interest. Very well, we shall consider this done. You have passed my first test.
Wow, so nice.
In front of you is the guardian of the courtyard. Defeat it to prove your strength.
Okay. Wow, that was a lot easier.
A less than satisfactory performance, but you pass.
Thank you.
Make your way through. Chu is at the top of the tower.
Thanks. I will. Oh, this is making me kind of scared. What I'm gonna be fighting against. 12-3. Sir, this is Rosetta, the one under observation.
Waking up to find myself in a cell. What are you people up to?
I want you to join us in this battle, Rosetta.
You're keeping me in the dark for how I got here, huh?
We told the forest guard that you have a better chance of recovery here, and look, that's exactly how it turned out. If you stayed in that dump, you'll probably still be in a coma.
Coma. So what happened after Alpha?
You can check the reports later. I have no obligation to explain this to you. So will you join the battle, Rosetta?
Where and against whom?
Kowloong Corp. The Descendants are the enemy. Also, the forest guards are heading there too.
Diana and the others? Why?
I can't give you a satisfactory answer. I come here only for your strength. Although you're not as good as the Ascendants, you can still hold them in place for us. Use yourself for Babylonia. This is why I had you, a sinner, given special treatment in Babylonia.
My weapons.
Centaur-type modules are not Babylonia tech, so we can only give you temporarily manufactured spears. Take on as many as you can. Many enemies as you can. Not if you understand. And so Rosetta nods. Release her. The guard follows Nicola's command and opens the cell wall. Instant Rosetta is free, she grabs Nicola by the throat with one hand, too fast for the guards to react. You are Nicola, correct? Get this right in your head. I am not fighting for Babylonia. I'm fighting for those who've helped me. Whatever you like.
Rosetta? Is that you, Rosetta?
It's me, Diana. A familiar figure blocks Alpha's blade. Rosetta. As if in replay of their first meeting, Rosetta is clutching her javelin and shield, glaring at the upright Alpha. To actually go so far. What did Babylonia do to you? Memory tampering? Or are you a copy? I am me, myself, Alpha. Seeing the two, Diana is suddenly reminded of the past. The regret of not being there for Rosetta lingers deep in the recesses of her mind. So instead of doing as Rosetta said in the Arctic, she shuffles closer to her. The other forest guards seem to have the same thoughts. To them, the collective is always the highest priority. Don't.
Why?
At Rosetta's shout, Diana notices the golden particles floating around her. Unknown, unforeseen, but no less frightening. I'll stop Alpha here, and the one behind her. You go lend support in other parts. We have different duties.
Forest guards. With me!
Roger!
Sister, is it okay to let them go?
I would have, but that'd be putting me on the bench. You lots sure know how to ruin someone's day. Are you prepared to pay the price? You can even keep the change. Nicola, are those things ready? We don't have much of them, but you've led a team before. You know how best to use them. Stop wasting words. Hand their control over. You done with the call? Then give your girl some attention, Rosetta. Oh no, I have to fight her again. Oh boy, that's great. Automatons from Murmansk, modded to withstand the virus. I thought you'd bring me something to wow me, but whatever. She killed that thing in like 2 blows. I won't let you pass. All Arctic machines, take on a defensive formation. Ah, finally something new. Not coming by yourself? Huh. Guess I'll play with your little pets first. Oh, more! Let's see how long your little toys can keep up. Okay, let's do this. More? Okay. Fierce as always, but you won't get past me. $30 HP! Cannot dodge for the life of me. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to dodge. It's okay, it's okay. Destroy!
Something isn't right here, sister.
Buying time, aren't you, Rosetta? Took you long enough to figure that out. The battle ended up being a one-on-one fight between Rosetta and Alpha. Blade and spear, hooves and legs, every collision of the two sends sparks flying, like countless flecks of stardust. Unlike Alpha, methodical in her steps and positioning, Rosetta completely ignores the conventional to and fro of battle and merely changes over and over at Alpha. And an all-in strategy, throwing herself at Alpha, threatening to consume her through the whistling spear tip. A comet of her humanoid hybrid bulk and junk, or speed, junk. I guess I was thinking of metal and trash cans and I don't even know. What was I even thinking? I think that throwing herself at Alpha made me think of like throwing away trash for some reason, even though I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that Rosetta's trash, okay? I like her, okay? Please don't misunderstand us because I can't read stuff today properly. Oh my gosh, my voice. Full of openings, but it locks Alpha in combat with her, denying her retreat, hanging on her, the threats to crucify her whole. Alpha can only stay and answer Rosetta's blows, her blade poised to parry and deflect. Rosetta's limit will come because the world is made of patterns, eternally repeating themselves. Even chaos has its own rules, let alone Rosetta's lunges. There. Sinking, breathing, becoming the opponent. She catches the fatal pause, the nadir of her blade breath, and the blade passes, fluidly sliding into Rosetta's torso. No, I don't like the imagery of that. No, get out of my mind. This is the end, Rosetta. Prepare to deal Rosetta her final blow. Alpha is about to extract her blade from the impaled Rosetta, but it pauses when she notices the expression on Rosetta's face. No. The end for you, Ascendant. Oh no, don't tell me she's gonna sacrifice herself. With all of her remaining strength, Rosetta grabs Alpha's blade tight, keeping it within her. It was all part of the plan from the very start. If I can't best you, I can at least take you with me. The golden particles, Rosetta's trump card in this fight, swim around the air. Rosetta's assertive smile flickers off of the gold dust. That's why I felt a little heavy mid-fight. Sister, let go of your sword! Now, Nicola! Luna and Rosetta roar almost contiguously. Rosetta drowns out Luna with her bellowing volume. Then the golden particles fuse, colliding. A golden glow eats up the entire space. She... Oh, okay, we're going to a different point of view, right? When all that happened? You're gonna be kidding me! Okay, that's fine. I totally was fine with that. I'm not okay. I just hope if she does die, that she doesn't die in vain, or else that would be so horrible. Actilux's train rocks and chugs along. Since there are no passenger seats, the Forsaken are leaning against the walls to keep balance. A door leading to the next carriage slowly opens and out walks a girl holding a strange sign. Sophia.
The next station is Kowloong Corp. Doors will open on the right-hand side. The next station is Kowloong Corp. Doors will open on the right-hand side.
We heard you the first time round. Are you announcing stops? Though astonished at such an ancient practice, Watanabe is well aware that the girl will keep on repeating the stop until he says something.
Yes, I am Sophia and I will be your terminal attendant today. If you need anything, just let me know. A 50% surcharge will be applied to all goods and services.
You sure know how to rip tourists off. Anyway, didn't know this train was staffed with terminal attendants. I thought your carriages were all installed with speakers to broadcast announcements.
We do, but Princess Jamila said the Forsaken carriage should go low power, so we turned it off.
Are you serious? So awkward. Mr. Watanabe, we're almost at our destination. What's the next move? Since we're a bit short on numbers, skirmishing would be the best course of action. After all, the intel report from Babylonia mentioned that the corrupted are moving along a set route. Understood. I'll spread the word. What's the plan on your end? You and that boy are the only combatants you've got, right?
The two of us will be enough.
That's some confidence right there. Anyway, as soon as the door opens, we Forsakens will jump off and intercept the enemy. Can you keep an eye on our luggage while we're gone?
Okay, but we won't take responsibility for anything lost.
Huh. Shrewd. All personnel, get ready to jump off at the next turn. Our target is the marching corrupted. Yes, sir. You know, I just noticed that those Forsaken soldiers, their what is it? Wind, the covering thingy on their helmet or whatnot is broken. Babylonia, the least you could do is give them some new equipment. At least some new materials. Because that is a bit, bad, good? I don't know anymore. I want to see 12-4 first. I need to see what happens. Quite the stubborn bunch you are. Or even obstinate. Man, why is it that the second half of chapter 12, I just keep stumbling on my words when I'm trying to read it? Is it the word choice? Is it my brain that's like super slow or something? I don't even know. I guess today is just not the day. Farah, bruised and battered, staggers towards Roland. Before every step she takes forward, he takes one back. Babylonia seems to have achieved its goal of intercepting the ascendants, but this feeling of being lured into a trap is giving Farah physical discomfort. This doesn't reflect the projections from the data. Roland, what did you do? Data, the little videos and photos the Grey Raven took. Both of you to think good Roland would be so predictable. Well, guess you aren't. Cerberus, I wonder how this Grey Raven would react when they see dead puppies. Oh, don't worry, I'll send your corpses over with the nice and shiny kind of packaging. Wow, he's actually injured. So how strong is Vera? I mean, I'm sure she's really strong, considering that she is the leader of her group and was part of Kuro, but still. It's hard for me to like comprehend how strong she is. Roland draws his chain blade. The blade unravels in the air to become a long, sharp whip. Become dog meat. What? A shell suddenly explodes behind Roland. The blast wave sends the corrupted flying, interrupting the trajectory of his chain sword. Roland and Vera both find their sights drawn in the direction of the explosion.
Hello. Your ID denotes that you are a squad from Babylonia. We are the Actilic Commercial Alliance, and we will be providing artillery support.
You from that choo-choo for afar?
Indeed.
You know, boss, we should have them withdraw first. Shells don't have eyes.
Agreed.
No, thank you. We aren't leaving just yet. Cut short by Roland continuing his assault without regard, Vera is forced back into battle. The arrival of the reinforcements only made dealing with the current situation even more urgent. Or at least Roland so assumes.
Looks like there is no other way. We're not here for charity or humanitarian acts after all. Sophia, Changyu, prepare to open fire. I'll go down. Changyu, you shoot.
Well, all right.
You'll be smithereens if you don't fall back, boss. You should retreat.
21, no is no!
We can't leave without at least capturing him!
Ha! Of course you ain't running. You dare bail with your tail behind your legs, Chief? I'm gonna get you in the scruff of your neck! You rapid little mutt! If you got time to trash talk, why don't you haul your ass over here? I knew you folks wouldn't stay put. Asimov, don't tell me! Your commandant is in the link chamber. ID code is 0000.
Cute number. You picked that one yourself?
It's simply a system requirement. Whatever, as long as it's usable. Come on, girl, get the ID going. Toils and troubles, always coming double. Though Roland is unaware of what Cerberus is planning, instinct tells him to stop Vera at once.
Memory link commencing.
What's this? His blade does not connect with the target as expected. Vera, eyes suddenly aglow, has lowered her core and taken on an almost canine stance. His blade flits by, cutting nothing. And then Vera charges at Roland head on. In an attempt to dissuade Vera's advance, Roland pivots on one leg and whirls around, building up force enough to part the ground before the two with his weapon. Sit? Or girl, you're getting rusty. Though not present to see it with his own eyes, Noctis exclaims in surprise. Vera's attack was unsuccessful.
Warm up, sweetie. He needs it, we need it.
Interesting. You're like a completely different person. What did you do?
I now have another one to share my pain with. They're not like you'd understand what that means.
Do we get to play as her? I would like that. I guess not.
I'm here to help. Just do what you train dwellers do. We're striking back. What are you doing?
She's gonna attack Roland. We are going to attack these things. I guess. Now, open fire! Yeah!
Don't know what y'all are trying at, but hey,
Goody a triple.
Huh. Good boy, aren't you? Let's get the roly-poly going. Putting the Strikehawk delivered ID is to good use. Now we can stop these corrupted from advancing.
I assume we're attacking those? Maybe? If only they would come faster? Ah, there we go. Okay. Just a few cannon fodders. Don't be too full of yourselves, Babylonians.
Let's see who's full of themselves, Ascendant. I'll take care of the enemies at the rear.
I just need to destroy it.
All right, I think we could call it a day here. Cerberus went out chasing after Roland.
A real bunch of mad dogs, aren't they?
Let us not worry about them. We should provide artillery support elsewhere.
Yeah, good idea. Oh, now it's... 17, it probably makes the most sense. Yeah, 17.
I will release them as promised, so you should... What is it this time? Why do things never go my way?
Lamia has Kami and Chrome surrounded by the corrupted, but her next command is interrupted by a ranged attack. Standing at the corner of the street is a familiar-looking Fecta. Before Chrome could identify the figure, Kami has already realized that it was the Fecta they saved in the industrial zone. You're... Constructs of Babylonia. Pick up your weapons, quick! The Fecta fires at Lamia as he speaks. Without much in the way of defense, Lamia is forced to let go of the hostage to dodge the attacks.
No!
Kami quickly retrieves his surrendered greatsword through a swift kick. In one flowing motion, he cuts a corrupted in half and catches the construct released by Lamia. Construct secured here too. Some distance away, the second Fecta has secured the other group of hostages. A stealth effort while Lamia was distracted.
You lot!
Knowing full well that they cannot last long in this highly viral environment, the two rescue agents retreat behind the defense line immediately. The two's actions are met with bewilderment from the other Kowloong guards. Why bother saving the Babylonians? Lady Chu didn't order us to. Because they saved us before. We aren't disobeying orders, we're repaying kindness, thus replies the Fecta. Our belief is to save everything that has value. Though Babylonia might walk a different path, are not their brave warriors fighting on the streets valuable? And that belief in value is what unites us as a community. So hey, you all are gonna help out, yeah? We alone can't put a dent in that ascendant butt. The guards have already realized what they should do, and their captain speaks for all of them. We can fire outside of the highly viral regions. Use our firepower to separate the corrupted from the ascendants. Take some heat off of the Babylonians. The guards join the formation to cover Kamui and Chrome, allowing them to make the most of their experience as vanguards to corner Lamia. Yes! This is what I was waiting for! Oh, I love it when two different organizations decide to team up.
What's happening? I thought Kowloong hated everyone else.
Seems like they hate you the most.
That's why I hate you, smiley clutheads. Well, Roland's retreated too, so I guess I'll also...
You're not getting away, Ascendant. Hold on, Kamui. What? Chrome shouts, stopping Kamui before he dashes for Lamia. Clouds of smoke at the same time disperses from the slithering portions of Lamia's body. Another of Lamia's feats, decompressing the virus within her to create a zone of such viral density that even her surroundings fog up.
See? That's why I wanted no part of this!
Poor Lamia. I know she's the enemy, but she's probably the most relatable out of them so far. Keep the reinforcements coming. Don't let the corrupted breach our defenses. Roger! The withdrawal of the Ascendants does not signal the end of the war. The corrupted war machines left behind by the Ascendants must still be cleansed. The rudderless corrupted begin to run amok, driven not by purpose but by their killer instinct. Kowloong can only reinforce the defenses. By the looks of things, it's only a matter of time before we win this, right? Perhaps. But we only got rid of one of the Ascendants. But before she left, that fish lady mentioned something about Roland retreating. Even that only makes two. Gabriel, Alpha, and according to their report, their leader Luna might still be here somewhere. We can't let our guard down until we get a visual confirmation. Come on, let's keep searching. Right! Comms ring.
You must be Strikehawk. I'm Bridget of the support force.
I've read about you before. Do you require our help?
Not me, it's Lucia, member of Grey Raven, that's asking for help.
Grey Raven? What happened to them?
They seem to be trapped inside the core area, you know, through that light wall. After losing contact with them for a while, the president got Lucia a new frame and sent her after them.
Losing contact? They be in danger? And how did Lucia get separated from the squad?
It's a long story. Anyway, the clock is ticking. Lucia has been assigned an aircraft for this mission, and now she's on her way over. Could you please find a way to crack the light wall open ASAP so she could enter the core area?
Yes, you can count on us.
The aircraft is armed, but the gear is unlikely to do any damage to the wall. We'll be counting on you.
Hold on. Why did you say yes? You're not gonna say no though, right, Capt? At least wait until we get more info. Do you even know how to get the wall open? Good people of Kowloong? A clue maybe? Kamui casually directs the question at the Kowloong guards next to him. Though they did fight together, the guards are still trying their best to avoid unnecessary contact with outsiders. Please guys, my comrades are trapped in there. Just tell me how to open the light wall. I'll do anything for you in return. Same here. Without any hesitation, Kamui bows, pleading for the guards to tell him how to open the light wall. Chrome follows suit. Since there have been no new instructions from Lady Chu, I guess I might as well talk to myself. Not my fault if someone eavesdrops. What a great guy. Without so much as a glance of the two, the guard captain begins talking, pointing at the explosives originally prepared for battle. Lady Chu is the only person who can open the light wall, but apparently you can also use powerful explosives to create temporary cracks in the wall. With so many corrupted running around, there's no telling if they might cause something to blow up. Thanks, you got all that, Capt? Looks like we'll have to play as a pair of corrupted then. They sure get along. Let's move the explosives there and detonate it. Kamui, I'll cover you. All right, let's get it all done before Lucia comes. Wait, there are corrupted coming. Perish with my power. Ooh, we got backup. Backup. I sure like that. Oh, I'm far away. And we got some healing going on here. And then we beat the crap out of it. And that is not what I want to say, but oh well. All corrupted cleared. Let's get started, can't we? Roger that, Cat. Those must be the explosives the guards mentioned. I'll go. No, you stay here. I'll go get them. Okay, I'll go check out places to detonate it then. Over there. One. Of course, there's... Oh, okay, there we go. Ugh. Don't attack me, person. We were buddies. Okay, you're probably not the same people though, right? Wait, it's over... It's over there? Aha, I can't believe I didn't see it. And now we hand it over to Kamui. This should be enough. Did you find a good spot, Kamui? All good to go. I'll get the fireworks started. Then I'll take care of the corrupted coming from behind. I hate this one. The explosives should have worked. Oh, it wasn't enough. The hole's too small. What? Well, that's not good. Come on, what on earth are you doing? I'm keeping the hole open. As expected, the explosives tear a crack in the light wall. If the explosives were only meant for combat, not wall breaching, the light wall takes minimal damage. The crack sealed itself almost instantaneously. In a last-ditch effort, Kamui tosses his weapon aside and dives in, forcefully keeping the aperture open with its back against one side. You idiot! Despite saying so, Chrome is already in action. He leaps across the idiotic Kamui, and together they hold the small crack open. The two close their eyes and grit their teeth out of the unendurable pain. Still too small, only a kick could fit through. Keep pushing, Kamui. I know! The light wall behind them cuts open their clothes and grazes their skin. Their skin vaporizes almost instantly, revealing bare mechanical parts. Honestly, Chrome, this kinda hurts. Just kinda? Kamui, you need to get your pain receptors checked when we get back. I hate getting body checks though. Keep pushing it, maybe I'll consider letting you skip one. Joining like a sword and a buckler, the two enlarge the crack to the size of a hatch door. The parts of their body in contact with the light wall, however, sinks deeper and deeper, and letting off geysers of sparks. You guys done yet? Lucia's almost here. All set, let her dive through. Lucia, I hope you're skinny enough for this. Okay, I think I needed 21. Okay, there we go. Lucia woke up. Getting that additional context.
Commandant. Mr. President, Lucia's awake.
A long nightmare. A nightmare where Commandant is nowhere to be found. An attempt to set up only to find the operating system for the limbs disconnected. Mouth opening to call out for a certain someone. You're awake, Lucia? President Hassan, are we in Babylonia or somewhere else? Words, lips, mouth moving or not, sound does not come out. I know you have a lot of questions, but right now you need to rest. The President's words jog my memories. It was lost against Alpha, again. Losing to myself. It wasn't enough. It ended in failure. I wanted to show Commandant. I wanted Commandant to be proud, but I lost again. In the end, when I was lying in Commandant's arms, I tried to smile so that Commandant wouldn't be as worried about me. Where's Commandant? I sent Grey Raven to join the resistance against Gabriel. I had Ayla bring a comms device with them, but then at some point we lost connection. That doesn't sound good. I need to get to Commandant as soon as possible. I need to be there for everyone. Be there for Commandant. Something tells me that I'll regret it if I don't. mobilize every working part of my body, and crawl out of the bed. Hold on, what are you doing?
Send me to battle.
You're too damaged. Let the others do the fighting.
But
if she wants to fight, let her. We brought a spare frame, remember? That frame is still being configured, and you know full well what letting Lucia use that frame would mean. A frame containing Alpha's data can never be fully configured. Initialization is required before it can be used, no matter the case. I don't understand what they're talking about, but the word frame stands out for me.
Whatever works, let me use it.
Lucia, we developed a new frame for you, built on all the data Grey Raven has gained so far.
As in what we've been through?
You can say that, but your experiences alone aren't enough. If you realize that you're a replica, then you know how powerful the original Lucia is.
I know.
So I don't want to lose. That's why I tuned up this frame with data from Alpha, unedited, the entire set.
That's what the initialization is for?
Yes. The frame is data overloaded, so if you want to use it, your thought model will have to be reconfigured through initialization. We don't know what will become of you after the initialization. More Lucia, more Alpha, or someone completely different? No one can tell. Even if it all works out and you're back in operation, you will no longer be yourself. Constructs can acquire memories by loading themselves with data, but you will only be reading these memories, not living them. They will always be someone else's. Asimov, this is too much. And even if we activate that frame, there's still no way of getting her back in battle, right? We do have a decommissioned single-person aircraft left still. Still functional enough to take her to Kowloong? I just caught a signal from Grey Raven. They might be in danger. Your frame, Lucia. Your call. You know, I kind of like Asimov too, but at the same time, he's kind of... I like him, but I don't know how I feel about him sometimes. Using this frame is tantamount to suicide. It will kill Lucia, the current Lucia. That's what Asimov is implying. That's a small price to pay. Much smaller than I expected. Everyone has a grim look on their face, and yet I can't help smiling. Wait for me, Commandant. Dang! Now I'm kind of curious what this new frame is, especially if it contains the original Lucia's memories too, and experiences. And that's gonna be quite amazing. Lamia owed Watanabe a favor? Mr. Watanabe, the number of corrupted coming from the Outer Rim are decreasing, but they're now pouring out of the city instead, eh? After the Forsaken got off the vehicle, they made a temporary encampment on a nearby route to intercept the enemy. Though there are only 40 or so in numbers, to these veterans it is more than enough. Corrupted remains are scattered all over the ground. Watanabe tells his men to salvage the still usable supplies, and he peers at Kowloong Corp in the distance. What made Kowloong build such a metropolis? The site is grandiose and consuming, but to Watanabe it borders on a sickly obsession. Home is comfort, but shelter too deep and it becomes a prison. Watanabe knows that this imposing city will not have many places to house people. Even the shops are likely not in use. The stately streets are fossils, left only to remind themselves of a lost golden age. Mr. Watanabe, I wonder when we'll get to settle down. A comrade close by asks a question, and Watanabe glances over. Settling down in the current world is but an extravagant hope. Normally people know not to dream about it. Delusions dull your blade. And so Watanabe responds, flipping the knife in his hand, pointing it at the throat of the one who asked the question. Mr. Watanabe? What are you doing? Don't come any closer. Keep your distance! They do not understand the situation, but the Forsaken immediately back away as per Watanabe's orders, leaving only Watanabe and the person he just saw through together.
And here I thought I was putting on a great act.
How could this man be so keen? Lamia, who would have preferred to avoid confrontation, sheds her illusion and returns to her original form. You are an ascendant, aren't you? What are you trying to do by sneaking in here?
I just wanted to pad my results a little, but now looks like that's not happening. If I say sorry, will you let me go, Pops?
You owe me one.
Really? Yay! You can have the corrupted I brought with me. Do whatever you like to them.
Thanks for the trouble. I mean, he's still doing his job, I guess. Mr. Watanabe, should we have let go of that Ascendant? We can't win against her now, with her prowess and stealth. If she had intended massacre... I'm sorry, we held you back, Mr. Watanabe. Whatever it is, don't let you down your guard. Enemy can come from anywhere. Dang, okay, so that's what happened. I think I should probably do this one, right? Oh, so that's the new one. Interesting. Just a few floors away from reaching the top. Gotta say, the inside of this tower looks just like that of the Niter.
You got it backwards, Babylonian.
Walking down the stairs is the familiar feminine figure of Chu, yet vastly different from her impostor on the ship. Her footsteps ring in majesty as she approaches.
And this place has a name. The Observatory, not just any tower.
This place is called the Observatory? Why is it called that?
From here you can see the stars filling the universe. Learn that Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena.
We're not here to chit-chat. You know the situation, yeah?
Things are not looking good. Some Ascendants found their way in here. You have to protect Huashu and keep it from falling into their hands.
You still have Huashu with you, right? Has Gabriel come?
Not yet, nor do I know where he is. So we're good for now, at least. Yeah. Liv, you've been like this since we got here. Are you not feeling well?
Ayla is relieved to hear Chu's reply. Meanwhile, Liv's face turns grim as she fiddles with the device in her hand, as if beset by self-doubt. What's wrong, Liv?
That Chu, the leader of Kowloong, is an Ascendant.
What?
The city's being ruled by an Ascendant? How's that even possible? It might be hard to believe, but it's true. I've ran several scans to reconfirm.
What the hell? If she's an Ascendant, why didn't she start this war to lure us here?
The Ascendants wouldn't bother doing something like that, and neither would I. You make it sound like you aren't one of them. There's no rule that says all Ascendants have to band together, or that an Ascendant can't govern a human city. I'm an outlier, that's all. In order to contain the virus spreading from me, I cloistered myself in the observatory, running every aspect of the city in these confines.
Oh, that's why. Ayla tenses up as Chu approaches. Chu wears a smirk on her face, but her hands are still tightly held to her weapon. A dreadful silence reigns the tower. So that's why she locked herself up, so that others can't be infected. That makes a lot more sense now as to why she stayed there. Then I assume that she stayed there as an Ascendant since the beginning. Because then why else would they have an observatory for that long? At least that's my understanding. And also, it doesn't seem that bad if the Ascendant isn't crazy, I suppose. What do you think? Would you be okay with being ruled by an Ascendant who's like Chu? Or would you rather go up in space with the rest of the humans, with Babylonia, or the Forsaken, or the Scavengers, or whatever? Or Actilec? It's kind of hard to determine what exactly you would want. What is it that Kowloong wants? What's your endgame here?
I am but the vessel of our common wish, to preserve all that is of value on Earth. Preserve Earth? Babylonia has been doing something similar, I know. With historical artifacts, pre-pandemic data, and whatnot, yes? Are you talking about WGAA? But that is nothing compared to our grand design. How could you? Meet the president, everyone! We're all working in earnest to study and rejuvenate human cultures to prepare for the day we reclaim Earth. That day will never come. What? All your talk about reclaiming Earth, reconnecting the world is nothing but a joke. History ended the moment the virus broke out. We haven't ended. The virus will be another episode in our history. Another episode in human history. So you honestly think there's still a future for Earth? Foolish thought. Foolish though your ideals may be, your words speak to something special. Tell me your name, Commandant of Babylonia.
Ririna.
Ririna, your name will be inscribed in a special place.
Consider it a parting gift.
Parting gift?
Life will fade. Machines will break down. The world will perish. This is why things that have value must be preserved. Kowloong will be the final epithet of Earth. When all lights go out, when all goes dark, this place will still burn like fire. We will stay a beacon for visitors in the eons to come. They will know that we, humanity, lived. Like fossils, we will leave behind a legacy. This is Kowloong. This is Tabula Akasha. Tabula Akasha. Resistance is futile. Accept death with grace. That's the way we, the once ruler of Earth, should bow out. And through this war, I finally realized that to complete the Tabula Akasha, the world must first be ended. You're going to. I came here expecting a certain ascendant first, but no matter. Earth's demise is set in stone. The question of who goes first and who goes later is inconsequential. Fall and become history. Babylonia.
Guys, guards are coming from downstairs. I knew it. She's ambushing us here.
Commandant, we'll hold our position here. You go up. I can fight too. It's the best strategy. Go a few more floors up so that the reinforcements can pick up your signal.
Yep, President Hassan will send reinforcements for sure.
Run, Commandant, don't look back! Are you serious? Okay, I guess I'll go. Time to run! Oh, this is cool. This is where the signal came from. The aircraft couldn't go any higher than this altitude. Commandant is probably higher up. Before the real battle, I need to preserve strength. I must pass through this place quickly and stealthily. Oh no, not another stealth! I am so bad at the stealth. Why must you always keep doing the stealth? Just a little longer, Commandant. Wonderful. Yeah, looks about right. Oh, I can crouch now. Okay. Tap the Kuro orb to launch Kuro. Okay. Swing button to make Kuro create noise direction. Tap the switch button to switch to Kuro. Okay. I hope I can understand how to do this. Kind of becoming more difficult. I can crouch and move with reduce noise. Go over there. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a little easier. What was it? This? No. Ah, there we go. Petri vat. At least this one didn't notice. That kind of helped, I guess. What? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, kill that one. Okay, killed that one. It's making me so scared. And kill that one. Okay, found the ID card. Oh, shoot! Come on, die. Okay, good. There's nothing there. Keep going. Open and sesame. No enemies after me now. This is it. The top level. Commandant is right there. So what are we doing at the top? It must feel so weird for Lucia to suddenly, like, you know, be the full or combination of her previous self and, you know, the alpha.
Sister, are you okay?
Not an issue. The virus will patch me up.
But sister, why didn't you stop her? You could have stopped that explosion, right?
I want to see what she's got, what she's doing to win. Those eyes grew stronger than before.
Same with my other sister too. She had the same eyes.
But not enough strength. Not enough to live.
So is this your way of filtering for the virus? We all operate on different grounds.
I have no interest in the filtering, Luna. At the end of the day, who gave us the right? Alpha seems to be intentionally avoiding this topic. She looks away from Luna and at the still crumbling Kowloong.
Sister, you're still too gentle.
You too, Luna. I find it cute that, you know, since they were separated for so long, they're finally able to spend time together. Even if they're bad guys at this point.
Rosetta, wake up, Rosetta! Diana. Oh, thank heavens.
Rosetta opens her eyes again to find herself in the city with Diana hugging her tight and the other forest guards standing around her.
You all.
Though burning with curiosity for the current situation and puzzled by the company of forest guard who should have been sent away by her, Rosetta receives her answer before she could even ask her question. The faces of Diana and the others are full of worry and anger. Seeing this, Rosetta realizes what happened and cannot help but let out a minimal chuckle.
How has everyone been? Same as before? We all grew a lot. Everything is getting better, Rosetta. We no longer live in hatred. I wonder though, how will this battle end?
The people in the city, like Rosetta, are all waiting for the outcome of the battle. Their expressions shift and reflect off of the wall of light, when suddenly a trail flashes beyond and within. Diana tightens her embrace around Rosetta, as if to stop her from escaping.
Sorry. No, next time, Rosetta.
Yeah, you can't do it by yourself anymore. Gotta be with them. Oh, is this the final? Wait, is this the final? Oh, I think it might be. Or maybe there's one more after this, but this is pretty much the last major one, it seems. You run upstairs like Lee told you to, carrying the signal transmitter Ayla gave you. Finally, you reach the top of the observatory. What greets you is a heavenly dome dotted with stars. At your feet is a grass field, and around you are purplish red flowers. Current war seems to have left this place untouched. And then you find yourself flying. Caught completely unaware, you were sent crashing into a railing. Do a safety roll. Your escape ends here, Commandant of Grey Raven. My team members, you caught up. Still resisting, but not for long. She falls silent and marches toward you. The light glimmering off her blade almost blinds you, and the pain from the previous blow renders you temporarily incapacitated. Chu lifts her blade. Uh-oh. This is it. Become history, Commandant of Babylonia. No, you won't! Someone descends from the air and interrupts Chu. She drives Chu backward with one cut, followed by others relentlessly. Each swing sends forth cold particles, coating the nearby plants with rime. How? Black, red. Your rescuer is a most familiar yet also a most strange figure. She perks up upon noticing your unease.
Are you okay, Commandant?
I'm fine. Lucia? Wow, your eyes are so big now again.
Yes, Lucia. You're Lucia, Commandant. Can you stand, Commandant? I'm a bit tied up right now.
She slightly regains her posture and goes on the offense. Lucia too braces for it with her dual blades. Despite their apparent resemblance, Lucia's combat style makes it clear that this is a frame different from Lotus. Lucia punctuates her attacks with airborne moves. She was overpowered until she finally manages to gain distance by pushing Lucia out of range with a sweep of her blade.
Oh, I haven't introduced you to my new frame yet. I came up with a name for it on my own, on my way over. Plume, do you like it?
Lucia speaks about her new frame as she adjusts her posture. The introduction, however, is tinged with a strange hint of sadness on her face. She sheaths her iceborne blade behind, then draws her two-handed blade for an upward slash at Chu. Gosh, what on earth is this construct?
Construct ID is BPL01. Consciousness name, Lucia.
That's not what I need from you.
To adapt to her frame, she is still currently initializing her mind.
What? Their weapons meet, equal in strength, but with the help of the boosters on her back, Lucia gains an upper hand in this contest of strength, breaking Chu's glaive. Chu is forced to go on the defensive to dodge Lucia's attacks. She conjures a new weapon out of the virus with her other hand and throws it at you. Almost instantaneously, Lucia tosses her blade to deflect the projectile, protecting you once more. Don't even think about it. It's not about you initializing your mind. Lucia, your memories.
A factory reset, essentially. Do you still remember the first time we met, Commandant? I was like a puppet back then. I know what you're trying to ask, Commandant. It's the only way for me to use this frame.
You maniac! You're killing yourself just to use this frame?
I'm not killing myself. I'm becoming a new me.
This is merely a game of words. Does this world hold something of such value that you would even give your soul for it?
Of course it does.
You wouldn't understand. I give you death not out of caprice. Ever since the outbreak, we Kowloong foresaw the fate of Earth. We toil for the tabula akasha, our only true purpose. If you have something you wish to protect, then you would know that beauty only lives on the past. You're just afraid of facing the future. Oh, she said it. Not me, but she did. Saying the right words, saying the truth right there, throwing truth bombs at her. The two resume fighting. Their blades clash, slide off, lacerate each other. No longer is there a need for dodging attacks, only receiving the opponent in full. Earth's fate is decided. I will destroy you both and I will put history to rest. And how would you do that? Gestalt, the thing that spawned this era and has kept it alive to this day. With an AI system of similar make, I could take over the entire Babylonia. And it shall fall. With the planetary mass of Babylonia, Earth will enter into an ice age when it plummets to the surface. Then no longer will there be a place for us in this entire universe. Huashu will destroy what is left of humanity. Kowloong will be all that is left. And Earth will become a tablet of all that was human. The tabula akasha. I will never let that happen. Gestalt is not a tool to destroy the world. The wielder makes a tool, not the tool the wielder. Let's stop her together, Commandant. Lucia raises her blade. The motion reminds you of the first time you met her. Fearless as always, yet now embellished with a hint of warmth. And yet she's destroying her memories. I mean, she's not really destroying it, right? From what I understand, it was just combining it. It's beautiful. Don't go. Yes, we will. And you will be back! with all of your memories and all that. Even so, it's still her memories. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'd rather you not. You know, I don't know how people can actually read the subs. Thankfully, I understand Japanese, but still. Yeah, I will forgive you. Just be yourself, please, after. Whoa, dang. Gosh darn it. There we go. Yeah! She sure will. Oh man, I almost died there. No!
それからのことはあまり覚えていません。たくさんの複雑な感情を感じただけです。正直に言うと、私は初めてほっとしたんです。私が欲しかったものが全てがここにあるから。私のこの両手は私自身もしっかり握れています。
My hands finally held what is mine.
指揮官。
Commandant.
私はあなたのおかげで生まれたルシアです。
I am the Lucia you gave life to.
あの日、あなたと手をつないだから、私は生きる意義を見つけて、この世界のすべてに触れ始めました。
The day when I touched your hand and felt your warmth. This sounds like a farewell letter, which upsets me. That was the moment I truly came alive to everything in the world.
あなたと過ごした記憶が今のルシアを作り上げたのです。
The Lucia created by our shared memories.
たとえ消えたとしても、私が私でなくなっても大丈夫です。
So even if I fade, even if I'm no longer myself, it'll be okay.
あなたに触れた瞬間、私は生き返りますから。
Because I'll be reborn the moment I touch you.
だから。
That is upsetting. Lucia falls. Lee, Liv, and Ayla arrive at the top of the tower. You've lost. Babylonia, who has... How? When did... How unexpected. You have Huashu in your hands, yet you did not notice my presence. Ah, no, precisely because you have Huashu that you were unable to detect me. You have worked hard, my comrade. Gabriel's pools his monstrous hand out of Chu's body, then grabs her before she could fall and hurls her body flying. Before you and the others can even react, Chu lands out of reach, so that means Lucia went through all that trouble for nothing at this point. What did you do? You feel anger, do you? You feel wrath, indignance for your enemies. A strange light glows in Gabriel's hands. A pristine white cube shimmers in his hands, changing, diffusing, deconstructing. Is this Huashu? This is a part of Huashu, a type of backdoor authentication. Chu seems to have put the true Huashu elsewhere. It is a shard, but the part is the whole. Control this and control the system. Which is why Chu wanted you to take this. If that's the case, then give it back to us, Ascendant! Ayla springs into an attack, to which Gabriel dodges with a mere step, even putting his book away before Lee's bullets and her scythe reach him. Then he waves his behemoth of a hand again, stirring up a small world windstorm. We can't close in on him! I'm grateful to you, sincerely. All thanks to you, we have avoided a potential infight between the Ascendants. There's little to be gained from conflict, only sadness. You did something like that earlier, now you're telling me you'll feel sad? I intend to bring Miss Luna's wish into fruition. Do you understand where I come from? What is her wish? Miss Luna's wish is to create a world that can coexist with the punishing virus.
A world that can coexist with the punishing virus? How?
Is this about what Roland's been doing? Increasing the number of Ascendants is one of them. What's more important is to fulfill our duties as Ascendants. Duties? We filter out individuals suitable for survival in the next world and invite them to join our ranks. Playing gods now, you people! Such a thing as... No, we are but angels. Miss Luna's the one to take the divine throne. Grey Raven, I observed you throughout your journey. You self-overcome, you tend towards the sublime heights. You deserve to live in the new world. So what say you? Would you join me in fulfilling Miss Luna's wish? What happens to the people who don't make the cut? They will become the foundation of the new world. There are always such people in every era, are they not? Are there not? Always sacrifices for Moloch. So be it then, Grey Raven. Perish. This is what Miss Luna would have wished for.
What? But that... Wait, if we... okay, I guess we're fighting you now.
Okay, that's great. You look scarier here than in your sprite image.
We have to fight an Ascendant with Lucia fallen right behind us.
Commandant, I have a plan, but I'll need some time. They will hold off Gabriel for a while. Commandant, we're counting on you. Oh, what the heck? I almost died. Come on. Oh, shoot. Okay, okay. Oh! Oh no, get out of there! Okay, let's do this. Oh! Okay, okay, we got this, we got this, we got this! Oh, shoot! Oh no, that's not what I was trying to do! How? Wait! Naive. What the heck? Oh! Oh wait, you're too far. Oh no! Oh my gosh. How am I supposed to defeat him? This thing guy is crazy. Ah! Please spare me. Ah! Okay, I survived. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay, come on. Too far.
That's all we could do.
Pathetic as I thought. The key lies in the other sister. That was crazy. I was gonna die. This is the end, Grey Raven. All units, withdraw. All units, brace for what's to come. Gabriel knocks Ayla away violently, then spreads his hand, amassing a ball of energy. Too late. What? But in the middle of the charging up, a pillar of energy burns through the air from the sky, detonating the ball of energy, causing Gabriel's arm to explode from the chain reaction. Smoke surrounds Gabriel in an instant. Death from above. So this is what you've been hiding? If it makes you feel better, sure. Just a satellite attack. Took a while to get it connected. Is this what you needed us to buy time for? Good job, Lee. Naturally, just stand back and watch, Commandant. Lee talks while advancing and suppressing Gabriel, pushing him back through the continuous orbital attacks. Under the onslaught, Gabriel can no longer dodge all the attacks, but is forced to defend and block as well. Commendable attempt, but once the interval and the range of the attack is laid bare, that orbital attack becomes a mere toy. I'll finish you now! I won't let you take another step closer. Lee activates his holographic targeting display. 1, 2, 4 more and more beams rain down from the sky. Dodge this. The beams multiply in numbers, falling in sheets, cutting off Gabriel's escape. To increase your coverage, you have lowered its output. Foolish, Grey Raven gunsman. I wasn't targeting you in the first place, Gabriel. You indeed. The scattered beams of light drizzle like rain into the chamber. The flower petals around become torn and sore from the impact of the energy. Dust clouds billow, obscuring everyone's vision. I had thought Roland's pride led to his downfall, but it appears I was gravely mistaken. Grey Raven, this key must be given to Miss Luna intact. A battle to the death will have to wait for another day. Amidst the light, Gabriel bids his farewell. We couldn't stop him. Are you serious? That's just great. It's over. You don't know which one of you said that first, but it's over. The whole city lies in shambles, with buildings wrecked and roads clustered with debris. To make matters worse, the spreading of the punishing virus has sealed off even more of Kowloong. The Descendants are gone. The rebuilt defense lines are keeping the corrupted at bay. Soon the city will return to peace. Or at least that's what everyone believes. Relieved, some teams let themselves collapse to the ground, enjoying this moment of respite. The Kowloongers no longer bother with removing the outsiders, nor do they give thanks. They merely give them cursory glances before returning to their designated positions, unspoken words in their voice modules. Some distance away, the reinforcing factions who play key roles in turning the tide of this battle are resting. Despite the victory, not a trace of joy decorates their faces. A liaison officer scurries over with panic on his face. He seems to have something important to say. What happened?
It's about Gestalt, right?
Yes. Are you alright, Lucia?
I'm fine.
Bushu was taken by the Ascendants in the end. That is why they all have that grim look on their faces. What will happen to Babylonia? What will the Ascendants do with Huashu? These are the questions that all hang on everyone's mind.
Commandant, perhaps we could have done it better, right?
Perhaps we all gave it our best.
I guess. That just wasn't enough. Commandant.
When the team retreated here with Lucia, she regained some of her consciousness. Lee and Liv made her sit and lean on your back. Unable to move, she gazes ahead with wistful eyes.
At least, I'm okay with the result. What more? The battle's over, and I get to lean on your back like this. But still, I'm afraid. I don't know how long it'll be before I'm myself again. Commandant, can I call you by your name?
Sure. Why? Sure.
Ririna. 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 Ririna.
Lucia chants your name, toying with the pitch, the tone, the speed, as if finding a new piece of treasure.
You must find this weird, but it's a spell that makes me not afraid.
After that, Lucia leans closer as if she's about to hand herself over to you. She pours her heart out.
Commandant, what do you think the next Lucia is gonna be like? Will she be as stubborn as she's now, or be as shy as Liv? If I get to choose, it might be nice being like Ayla or Karenina. Someone frank, straightforward, and outspoken. Or someone like Bianca, who has the poise to perfectly lead a squad. Or even Nanami or Sophia. But they're kind of two ends of the extremes, so I guess maybe not.
She thinks out loud in a brisk voice, acting like some vivacious girl untouched by any disaster. Innocent, cheerful, and full of hope for tomorrow. If the punishing virus never existed, is this what Lucia would have been like? No one knows. No one can answer. Because there are no what-ifs in life. Reality is set in stone.
But I know everything's going to be fine. Because you're here. And this time, I finally have memories. Truly mine. Within my mind. By the time I get to know the next me and prove her worth, you'll see a better Lucia. Well then, see you soon, Commandant.
No, come back. She whispers, ready to part with those words. See you soon, Lucia. We are done with both. That was quite something. It's definitely a lot stronger storytelling wise than the other chapters, but I still did enjoy the beginning, mostly because there was a lot of world building, and there was some more world building here, especially with Kowloong for chapter 12, which I found to be interesting as well. But obviously not to the extent that they did in the first 8 chapters. but it does tie everything together of the stuff that happened in chapters 0 to 11. Like, quite beautifully? Including the EX01 and what was it? And some of the other interludes. It like ties everything together and then references each other, which makes the storytelling a lot more full and engaging. So I really enjoyed chapter 12, and I really like the fact that it was in this manner where you're not just playing the hidden right after the end of the chapter. It's like together, the storytelling, which I honestly think is a really good choice on their end. I feel like they didn't really need to have a hidden mode ending if they're gonna do it like this though. They could have just had it all in the normal, but I don't know. That's just like a UI thing that I'm kind of like, maybe you could have just done it like that and make your life easier. But then again, maybe the nodes would just make it too long, so it's just easier to have it as a hidden. But I mean, you do need to complete the hidden in order to get through normal and all that stuff, so who knows? Either way, that was enjoyable, and now we're going to get through. Oh wait, I think it was showing Plume Treasure. Yeah, I think this is it, right? Let me double check real quick. Plume Treasure. Yes, it is indeed this one. This was how I met that person. Consciousness upload at 60%. Nicola stands stoically by a technician in a white lab coat as he frantically rattles off reading after reading. Sir, are you sure about this? This is in violation of... We're simply reclaiming what is lost. In our current predicament, we cannot allow news of the incident to propagate. But if we set this precedent, every construct that follows, then we'll make sure this is the last. Continue the upload. 80%. At Nicola's insistence, the technician returns to reporting readings. As she interfaces with the terminal in front of her, her eyes linger on the figure behind the pane of transparent crystal. In her hibernation, the young girl in black and red is curled up like a newborn baby. Countless wires trail from every point along her spine. More machine than human, she is unaware of the soul she is about to receive, or the person to which it used to belong. Sorry. The whispered apology escapes even the notice of Nicola. Afterwards, the technician grits her teeth and throws herself back into the procedure. The procedure is also worth documenting. Sisters, both capable of becoming ascendant. She may hold the key to the punishing virus. 90%, sir. Your authentication is required. I cannot read again. I authenticate level A to proceed with the activation of the new construct codenamed Lotus. 100%, we have activation. Klaxons blare as the construct activates. Tremors run through the girl's body as her veins are filled with vital fluids. Mankind needs you back in the fight, Lucia. By the time I became aware, I was already in the hall. All around me are military-grade constructs like myself, living weapons built for the singular purpose of reclaiming Earth. Parts of my memory data were blurry, likely already fragmented. The only data I recalled with any clarity was the combat training I have endured since becoming a military-use construct. Afterwards, Gestalt ran its evaluation of me, moving me from place to place, station to station, until I was finally assigned to a squad and sent into battle. My name is Lucia, member of Grey Raven. Grey Raven. I never understood the name. Maybe I do have memories of how it came to be, but it's nothing I want to remember. Hey, did you find a suitable team? Uniformed groups pass me by. I know them to be commandants here to conduct the pairing tests. Us constructs are also here to decide our futures. A few of the teams look decent, but organization falls a bit short of my expectations. A bit short? We take what we can get, man. HQ's MO has balanced capabilities across the teams. It exists to fill in the missing piece in the center. I get that, I just want a little more assurance. We are stepping into a battlefield after all. Erring on the side of caution, are you? Just scouting for a few more rounds won't hurt. People keep passing us by. Occasionally though, people also leave. We've been paying attention to your service record. It is our honor to serve as your team. And the honor's mine. I just picked the best team for my tactics. The system does show that Suzaku has one more female construct. Is she absent? Tifa's a little shy. My apologies, Commandant. I will have her apologize to you directly. I have a better idea. A better idea? Pop in by your HQ, of course. Tifa should be there, right? That might not be the best idea. It's now team regulations to spook misbehaving kids a little. Suzaku, fall out! Aw, this Commandant seems nice. Sad that he's already dead, though. Wait, no, understood. Fall out, Suzaku. That's the loon from B section, isn't it? I never got the notice to not run in the hallways. The recruitment process is the same. Some of the squads do not show unease or nor nervousness for the battles to come. Instead, they show complex, multifaceted joy on their faces. My gosh, I cannot read it anymore, can I? Today really is not the day for reading. Disquieted, hollow. I was at odds with the room. I held no purpose, no expectations. It's like my tongue is like not moving correctly, and I'm stumbling on my words even more today. I apologize for that, if it ruins your experience for this one. I just can't help it. Maybe I need coffee. That sounds like what I need. I was a shell. Beneath everyone's notice, I retreated against the wall. The white lights beat down on me like the noonday sun, and I felt I couldn't breathe. What's up with that one? Huh, our Top Gun's really here. Here, I thought they were putting together a prima donna squad for him. All eyes were suddenly on the intruder, as if the very wind had changed directions and blown to the entrance way. Top Gun. My receptors picked up the term tossed around in hushed conversation. Why someone like that first among the commandants find a team to match here? But I did not look because I knew it had nothing to do with me. I just had to do exactly what I did the day before. Stand here in my spot and wait for the hour to strike the same mark as it had before. Why am I even here? I bit my lip to stop the words, one hand on the wrist of the other, trying to keep myself from shaking. Shaking, such a human facsimile for a mechanical body. People upstairs said that it was proof our minds were still human. For me, it inspired no humanity, only terror. If I would. Grey Raven. Huh? Yeah, huh? Indeed. I looked up at the mention of the name. In front of me stood a commandant. Uniform just like all the others, but somehow different. Yes. After skimming through Grey Raven's data logs, that person gazed at me. Are you alone? For a moment, I was lost for words. The tortured syllables trapped in my approximation of a throat. I realized that it was a system error from not having spoken to anyone in too long. But the person did not press me for an answer, but instead stood quietly in front of me waiting. It's just me. Fear and anticipation mixed with unrecognized emotion translating into syllables that felt like bricks from my mouth. In their wake, there came a few seconds of silence. What a coincidence. I'm by my lonesome too. What's your name? Lucia. Grasping the outstretched hand, I felt my system logs create a new file under Commandant. Ririna, the name I will learn to treasure above all others. After a while, Commandant and I have gotten used to regular drills in Babylonia's simulated training environments. Though I longed for the battlefield, I couldn't step foot on it, as long as Grey Raven remained short-handed. Hey, if it isn't Top Gun over there. Just hanging out, Ririna? What more do you expect from HQ's #1 sweetheart? I bet that construct's just here for show. Our top of the class is just waiting on that promotion to Command Central. Gotta say, I do envy these internal promotions. Who else would have the privilege of getting an undermanned team and cheating their way out of deployment? Excuse me? As a subordinate, I kept my cool and held my tongue just as Commandant did. But I could not shake the fact that this happened because Commandant chose me. Every time I heard of these rumors, I would ask Commandant why I was chosen instead of the countless teams ready and willing to fight. Commandant became top of the class fair and square. People will know that Commandant's abilities are above reproach, if only we can be deployed. Because of this, I toyed with the idea of requesting a repairing. But every time I brought it up, Commandant would respond the same way, dispelling the notion. We're fine the way we are. As Commandant said it over and over, I felt the germination of something I'd once called emotions long ago. Feeling in person, the selflessness of Commandant's actions, I silenced my own rebukes. To be sure, my interactions with Commandant reawakened the emotions within me. For constructs, emotions were part of the package. Being human once, we understood the meaning of the word, the value of it. But it was because of the Commandant that I relearned these emotions. To borrow a word frequently used among constructs, I rebooted. The occasional gift, proffered, without cause, taught me joy, something I had once neglected as tangential to the mission at hand. Gradually, I learned that the gifts were not of reward or compensation, but simply given. I felt my heart leap each time I received something from Commandant that, by all accounts, I did not own or deserve. Joy, that was what I felt. Receiving a gift always makes me feel like I owed Commandant something, to which the same answer always came, just smile. It was a difficult command to carry out. And then I learned of sadness as the accusations grew. I kept my cool as always, stopping myself from jumping to Commandant's defense. But wherever I turned, those whispers would still reach me and trigger undiagnosed processes in my mind. That was sadness, not for myself, but for others. For Commandant, because I could not bear the slander against Commandant's name. So I kept my blade sharp, not for the prospect of showing my skill, but for the need to prove that of my Commandant's. And then I learned the way Commandant thought, observed how tactics and strategy formed in Commandant's movements. There are interactions will always be between human and machine. I still held to the hope that I can grow closer to Commandant and become the best. And thus I learned anger. You won't chicken out, will you, Lucia? What is this? On one of Commandant's rest days, I was summoned to a training room by an unpaired team of constructs. When I arrived, I saw that they had both their weapons in mind, along with the wager with Commandant as the stakes. So if I lose, I hand over my Commandant to you? After all, we are fully staffed and ready to deploy, whereas with you, I'm afraid you'll never... Ha! What? Without hesitation, I went on the offensive against the constructs. In my mind, battle was joined the moment weapons were drawn. Coward, jump at the gun just to win? The rest only got into formation after one of them already went down, readying their weapons. 3 against 1? You're the real cowards. These are basic tactics, our team against yours. Attack! Yep. I had no interest in contests of skill. Victories in training rooms meant little to nothing. But not when Commandant was at stake. In that moment, I realized with absolute clarity that I resented the idea of Commandant leaving me, and loathed the prospect of anyone placing stakes on our separation. Because of that, I picked up the fallen construct's blade and charged for a break in their formation. Throw everything you've got at me. Commandant is mine! I thought I would have to fight, but I guess not. Despite some organizational hiccups, Construct Lucia passed all the required assessments. Do you mean to send her into combat, sir? Yeah. That carries certain risks, sir. I'm sure with more observation. We will never get real data if we don't deploy her. The purifying force exists for that exact eventuality. Understanding that, Nicola had his mindset. The technician shakes her head and pulls up a selection of military construct files on the terminal. Understood. We're allocating new members to Greyhaven. Do you have any special considerations, sir? A support type is a must, and also an armored one. No, Kuro leadership can decide on the second member. Kuro? Why is that? Just to be fair, you may have their own considerations on who to pair up with Lucia. Understood. I will send the files to your office once the team members are confirmed. Work fast. One day in the halls of Babylonia. It was an important day. I felt my body tense and seize multiple times, as if I were an old machine with outdated servos. It was all because of a message from Commandant several days prior. After careful consideration from the Command Central, we have decided to replenish Greyhaven's ranks and start preparations for combat operations. Many more bureaucratic entries followed, but my attention was solely focused on the short, curt notice. 2 reinforcing teammates were coming over, both with ground-side combat experience. That is to say, we were combat ready. I felt joy at the turn of events, but also worry about what Grey Raven would turn into. At least I hoped history wouldn't repeat itself. Just daydreaming here did me no good. At Commandant's reminder, I opened the office door. She's gonna be them! She's gonna be them! 2 unfamiliar faces in the office turned towards me, male blue, female pink. I was at a loss for words, but such was the first impressions I had of my 2 new teammates. The male construct noticed me, but made no visible response, coolly appraising his surroundings. The female construct, however, kept fidgeting, shifting her position and posture. Whenever our eyes locked, hers would inevitably lower as her face reddened. 2 individuals clearly different from me, but bursting with personality. Commandant did not speak, and neither did they. I knew the burden of breaking the silence fell on my shoulders. If I didn't, Grey Raven would never spread its wings, and our story would never start. So Hello, my name is Lucia. Frame designation BPL-01, Lotus. Also the team leader of Grey Raven. I look forward to working with you. I felt my mind destabilized as I spoke the words, even though no harm had come to me. I recognized the emotion as embarrassment, but I resolved to finish the sentence nonetheless. After the stiff greeting, I felt my respiration resume without realizing it had halted in the first place. As Commandant started clapping slowly in the doorway, I was reaffirmed that I had done the right thing. Swept along by the emotions swirling in the office, the 2 constructs spoke up. The male took the lead. My name is Lee. Frame designation BPN-06 Palefire. My original team is not important. I've been assigned to Grey Raven. Dual guns are my weapons of choice. I am equally adept at strategic planning and close combat. Lee Palefire. The file identified him as an attacker, same as me.
My turn. My name is Liv. Support construct. I came from Egret. My preferred weapons are levitated weapons platforms. I look forward to working together.
What about your version?
Oh, I'm sorry. Designation BPN-08 Eclipse.
Though a bit shy, Liv nonetheless finished her introduction. Egret, I see. A team well known for their meticulous strategy. Lee visibly fell into a short computational cycle, as if seizing on freshly gathered intelligence. It only served to exacerbate Liv's restlessness. Lucia, Lee, and Liv. I just realized they're like triple L. Lucia, Lee, Liv. L. Those are our names. Lotus, Palefire, and Eclipse. Codenames given to our frames. Katanas, dual guns, and levitating cannons. The weapons we wielded. This was the new Grey Raven. I noticed my memory fragmentations long ago. I have no recollection of the last days of the old Grey Raven. In my memories, we were together one day, and the next I was suddenly and inexplicably alone. I could not find info about my previous commandant, nor could I access the files on my former comrades. It was as if it was only me all along. Shards of my lost memories contest this statement. I vaguely remember the members of the old Grey Raven and the old commandant's tactical preferences. Tandem attacks were a Grey Raven's specialty. Hey, I'm over here! Where are you going? That was our corrupted rabbit, Hiro. Equipped for short duration flight, Hiro would use his speed to bait the enemy into traps and ambushes. The rest have been drawn off. We've just got this riot left, right? Affirmative. Take down the riot model before Hiro comes back, then sweep and clear all corrupted elements. 5x5, let's go, Mural! Go right, I'll go left! The one on the left was Mural. Zune on the right. They were hybrid-type constructs able to adapt to changes on the battlefield and switch between attacker and support roles. By the time the riot noticed the subtle change in its quarry, it was already too late. The fight was already over when it was separated. An EM cable was shot from Mural's side and whipped around the lumbering riot while Zune, giving himself... Shun or Zun, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Shun, maybe? Giving himself a boost with the recoil from his cannon, grabbed hold of the cable, closing the EM lock. The duo formed a makeshift tripwire within seconds, and as expected, the lumbering corrupted form was unable to move out of the way and crashed into the cable. Electric currents ran through the riot's frame in an instant. Even without pain receptor, its internal modules were shut down from the massive short. Lucia, strike the final blow! A long-range message from Commandant. Commandant's body was flesh and blood, after all. In a combat scenario of this scale, standard procedure was to find a suitable vantage point to coordinate from afar. Understood. It was a procedure to which we were well accustomed. Hold up, how is this thing still moving? Must be the punishing virus. Records indicate that the virus has rewritten and repaired its host before. Which also means that our attacks are working. My grip on my blade tightened. I sent instructions to Muriel and Zun, or Shun, telling them to keep the EM noose wound tight. I'll send you to your end. Lucia, can you hear me? Copy, what's the situation over there? Don't worry about me. I noticed that you were trying to take Riot one-on-one. Just remember to watch out for his laser. Laser? You'll know when you see it. Anyway, take care. I'm gonna keep running. Okay. Oh no! Oh shoot! It's not over yet. Oh, thank gosh. I don't have to stress out. Never thought this could be the laser he mentioned. Nonetheless, the victory is ours. Commandant, we should ask Kuro to bring back the corrupted. Commandant? Oh, did they die? All that was left of the riot form was warped metal and broken circuitry. Some of its systems were still functioning enough to shed ominous light through the dents and gashes in its carapace, but nothing else. It's abnormal for Commandant to not respond. Muriel and Shun were pulling out. My orders transmitted, I sheathed my blade and dashed for the rear, stopping only when I noticed the absence of following footfalls. Muriel? Shun? In the aftermath of the battle, only Riot was left. The EM noose was still wound tightly around the non-functional hulk, but the constructs who bound it in the first place was nowhere to be found. Now was not the time for games, report! Something frustrating in me ticked. My growl of frustration echoed in the empty field. Muriel, Shun! I searched everywhere, even tearing down the equipment they've set up to look for data echoes. But there was nothing, not even a whisper. Right, Hito was here too. His channel is... empty? Not even a reminder of a failed connection. The channel was empty, the address vacant. My unasked questions fell on absent ears. What is happening? Still with us, Lucia? I was asking for your opinion on your new teammates, Lee and Liv. There are other unallocated constructs. For merit of your performance, I'll allow you to cycle through them until you find the right candidates. The battlefield, the riot was gone. Only Commander Nicola stands in front of me, an open file in his hand. In his hand! I swear. I'm really sorry to everyone who's watching this. I'm frustrated that I can't even say the words right. You must be even more frustrated having to hear it. I'm gonna have to drink coffee after this. I'm so sure of it now. Like, everything goes smoothly as I read it, and then all of a sudden, like, my tongue starts to, like, twist and turn, and I can't even... And then I say some other random word that I don't even... Anyway, whatever. And an open file in his hand, his gaze expectant, as I ponder the future of Greyhaven. No, they will form the backbone of Greyhaven. They are who we're looking for. So be it. Consider them part of Greyhaven from this day forward. It was only after the commander left that I released an unintentionally held breath. I backed up against the wall, mind reeling at the pain of rampant destabilization. Every time I recall this specific memory, the data is always so scrambled to the point that my retrieval process glitches. Skipping ahead to the days leading up to my first meeting with Commandant. Though it may not be much to go on, I do have my theories. Theories on Luna, my past teammates, Commandant, Lucia they knew. Could not be the me right now. Mind is frame pairing in progress. Construct systems connected. Surrounded by the sounds of pitched battle and the thunderous note of something shattered, I dodged and weaved around the corrupted, bearing my way, my thoughts wholly focused on the mind pairing. This frame has yet to receive its final calibrations. Even if you reread the data afterwards, you would only experience it as the actions of another, not your own. That is to say, after this battle, I will no longer be myself. That is why I have to recall all that I can before that happens. The time I spent with Grey Raven, with Commandant, has been nothing short of eventful. First, there was Nozzle, the malfunctioning spray painting mech that preached autonomy among machines. By my reckoning, such a notion was not inconsiderable, as long as humans didn't come to harm. That's true. Then it was Tifa, from Suzaku, lost to the virus. Like Liv, I felt sorry for her. And if there was a way to save her, I would have gone for it. But her grief from losing her Commandant, a grief that I now understand, had pushed her too far. The final blow was all I could give her. Then there were the Estate Guardians, turned to violence by the Ascendant. No matter their type, those machines all had memories of their own. It was for the sake of those memories that they lay there, upholding their mission, waiting for the past to return. I have no mercy for the Ascendants, who would corrupt these benevolent creations. Item, tactical signal, red. After that, we passed through the desert and met the Forsaken led by Watanabe. He seems to have slipped through the cracks of my fragmented memories. Cannot be sure what our relationship was with him. I may not agree with his methods, but his motives weren't unreasonable. We never made peace, merely because Commandant's from Babylonia and Watanabe's from the Forsaken. Yes, merely that. In the underground city, we met the nun who had once taken care of me and Luna. Oh, so she does know. Twisted as she was by the punishing virus, I still recognized her. I knew that my memories of her were not my own, but I wanted to bear them nonetheless and thank her for her care. It was because of her, and because of these memories that I came to be. Item, technical signal, yellow. Then came another discovery. Kamui's hidden personality, Kamu. Over the comms, he had said that he would fix everything, make everything right, but Commandant taught me the truth behind those words long ago. No man is an island, and no one can put the world on their shoulders. It was for that reason that Grey Raven stood with Kamui together. Sometime later in the Arctic, I met the other me, the original me, once again, but this time it was different. My feelings towards her became complicated. There was fear, of course, but it was intermixed with a desire to understand what she had become, to comprehend what lay between her and me. Item, tactical signal, blue. After recovering Rosetta's frame from the Arctic, we were sent to the space station. We never stopped evolving, and neither did the punishing virus. Heteromers forced us groundside, where we met the organization known as the Actolek. There, we witnessed ways of life only the Actolek could live, and choices only they could make. The same went for the Niter of Kowloong. Thrust upon the world, everyone struggles to survive, to achieve their ends. They were only making their own choices. And so, for the first time, I made a decision of my own. Frame pairing error. Please retry. There's no time to retry. Deep dive into my mind and keep the frame on autopilot. I'll cut through my clouded thoughts myself. Deep dive commencing. Oh boy. This makes me sad. That she's gonna erase her current self. Her current self's so cute, so adorable. I just want to adopt her as my daughter. If only. Something just ran past. Is this inevitable? I knew I had to face you all to complete the synchronization of my mind. Kamui, Kuro, and Watanabe. Sorry, but I have to pass. Wow, that was nice. The purifying force, Bianca, Karenina, and a few others in my memory. Whether we used to be enemies doesn't matter. Right now, you're my comrades. By the way, there's something I wanted to tell you long ago. Karenina, you're a lot better than me. So that's how she felt. Onwards. Ayla, Sophia, and Nanami, you are very interesting. I saw a lot in you and learned a lot too. Now is the time to turn what I learned into my strength. Go! Lee, you're always thinking. Sometimes you think too much and miss the chance. Liv, you worry a lot and make yourself very tired. Two of you are just like me. We don't know how to express ourselves. What we had in common brought us together. That's why we are Grey Raven. Too bad I have to defeat you. I need to fly higher now. Nice. And it is her. Alpha. Right, these are your memories too. And that's exactly why I want you to disappear from my mind. And done. That was the easiest alpha fight I'll ever have in my life. Because it'll never be easy after that. System booting up. Pairing successful. Frame status stable. Verifying memory data. Her memories. That was cute, though. Wait, when did this happen? I'm trying to remember. It doesn't look familiar. You guys remember where the CG is from? Can't be something I missed. Pretty sure I played everything in order. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was an event? Could have been. I remember this. This was cute too. And that was super cute. Memory data verification complete. Preparing to initialize. Begin loading. The last one. Pairing successful. The frame's special configuration has been fully awakened. All signal tactics available for use. I didn't think she could do it. Transmit the new combat configuration to the Grey Raven Commandant on the priority channel. Understood. At this sync rate, the frame's combat abilities will not be a problem. The real problem is the decay rate of the remaining memory data. The system will shut down when all memory data is lost. It's unavoidable, irreversible. If even one enemy is left standing, when that happens, it will end in total failure. I won't fail. Such confidence. I may not know where I am or where you are, but I will not fail.
Lucia.
So I see. Light as a feather, the heavens within reach. With renewed strength coursing through my frame, I punched through the gap held open by my companions. With the tower as my destination, I leap for the skies. Commandant is there. They're all there. There at the top of the tower is everything I've ever longed for. I'm on my way. Ririna. And you saved me at the nick of time. Thank you for that. And now we have finished. Finished chapter 12. We finished her interlude. And I think now it's a whole bunch of EXs. Let me double check. Okay, so the next EX is... Oh, wait. That means the one I did before was EX00 when I was talking about it earlier. I thought it was 1. I knew it was Frozen Darkness. I just didn't know the number. Okay, so that means EX01 is next with Rosen, Valkyrie, and Crocota, like Shadow interludes. I don't think I can get through all of them in one video, but definitely for sure we'll finish. I will either finish EX01 or get through it halfway and then have another part where we finish the second part. But I hope you enjoyed watching me stumble my words so many times in this video that it's embarrassing. Or, you know, me getting through the story and enjoying it. Chapter 12 was... There was a lot of shocking moments. Mostly just the progress was like really good. The pacing was really good. The character development for Lucia and her reaching a stage in her consciousness development. I don't really know. I'm not really sure how I should explain it, but like her personality development has gotten a lot stronger, especially at the end when she decides that she is okay with sacrificing herself and having answers to a lot of the questions and uncertainties that she had in the past. And you kind of see that all throughout chapters 0 to 12, the development that she went through. She's not just like someone who acts like a robot, she's actually someone who is becoming human. I think she's a good indicator that even if you are mechanical, like your full body is mechanical, doesn't mean that you lose your humanity. The more you interact with people, the more you regain your human self or human-like qualities. And I think in some ways it also serves as a reminder that people should not fully isolate themselves from the world. Like at least they should have some level of communication with people, or else they're gonna be like Lucia in the beginning when she basically could not remember how to talk and also feel her emotions. It just felt like everything was turned off. That's definitely how she felt. And then when the Commandant became her Commandant, she started to recognize like, oh, these are my emotions. I'm starting to understand it again. And I can talk like normal again. It just goes to show that humans are not really people who should be left alone. At least to some degree. It's not like I'm saying that you should hang out with people you don't like, but like, at least talk to people. Even if it's going to the grocery store or something. Once in a while, so you don't forget how to talk. If you don't work at a place where you have to talk to people, I mean. And the other thing is, I did really like the way that Lucia was not against change. Because in a lot of cases, everyone hates change. They don't like it when they have to deal with something that concerns change and is changing their current comfort, I guess. Like they don't like being outside of the box, their comfort level. But I'm really glad that Lucia was not against it and she was fully willing to embrace it without, you know, making it awkward or even more uncomfortable for her new teammates. And thanks to her open-mindedness and willingness to change, she ended up with a team that is as great as it is now and who care about each other. So I really liked that aspect of her. It just goes to show how strong she is inside, but also the fact that she's very open-minded and not, I guess, not opinionated, but she's not narrow-minded and the type of person who tries to make it so everything is comfortable for them instead of, you know, trying to move forward in life. So overall, I really enjoyed chapter 12 and Lucia's Plume interlude. And so it's called treasure, whatever it was, the first word, I think it was Plume. Anyway, my kids, what do you think of today's progress? I think we went through a lot. I still feel really bad about stumbling over my words so much today, but hopefully it wasn't too much of a big deal for you guys and your experience in watching this video. But in any case, I'm happy that we managed to finish chapter 12 and this interlude. So let's etch this into our memory and keep it safe. And as always, from me inviting you to my next tea party, the so-called anime enthusiast fox. Who's that? This was Dina. So until the next one then, bye.